welcome to Mini Grape Story Time. I've got another story to read to you today from our Bible. This story is in the old part of the Bible called the Old Testament, and it's about somebody called Moses. You might hear a lot about somebody called Moses because he was a man that grew up to love God very much, and he wanted to do lots of amazing things for God. And we're going to learn a bit more about him in our stories that we do next. But I'm going to tell you about how Moses began in the world as a tiny baby. Moses. God gave Jacob the name Israel. Jacob was from the story before. Israel's people stayed in Egypt, but years later a cruel king made them slaves. Oh dear. So do you remember the story about Joseph and his father Jacob? They were all happy living in Egypt together, and God had given them that land to live in. And now, a few years later, there was a cruel king who turned everybody into slaves. That's not very nice, is it? And this is what he said. He said, "I don't want all of the baby boys that are here," he ordered. Oh dear, that's very sad. But there was one mother. This is Moses' mother, who had a baby. Here's Moses, baby Moses. And she was really scared because she didn't want them to take her baby away. So she did something. She hid her baby in a floating basket among the river reeds. There we go. Here's a picture of Moses in the basket. And his mummy, there she is. She's popped him into the basket. She was a lady that loved God very much as well. And she'd asked God what she should do to save her baby's life. And she had the idea to pop him into a basket. So that's what she did. Here she is. And there's the basket. And she popped him into the basket. A bit later, there were some of the new king's princesses. They were on the land, and they spotted the basket floating in the water. And the princess said, "What's in the basket?" And her servant opened the lid. "What a beautiful baby," the princess exclaimed. "I shall keep him and I shall name him Moses." Wow. So Moses was saved because he went to the king's princess who said that he could keep that baby. And actually Moses was then going to be looked after in the new kingdom, and he was going to grow up to do some amazing things. All because his mummy thought long and hard about how she could save his life. She talked to God, and she knew that God was going to love Moses and help Moses. And you know what? Moses' mummy actually became the servant to look after Moses. So actually she still got to look after her baby. Isn't God amazing how he turns things out to be really, really good? Now, I wonder if we can say a prayer to God together. Dear God, thank you for looking after baby Moses, and thank you that you want to look after each and every one of us. Thank you that Moses' mummy was really clever in talking to you, and she had the idea to pop baby Moses into a basket to be found by the princess to keep him nice and safe. We pray that you will help us to do things that help us to keep safe and help us to keep other people safe. We ask that you will always help us to think about what we need to do at the right times. Amen. See you next time.